Mike Cardano with Roto Experts in the Fantasy Sports Network here with you on Monday, June 2nd, and I'm here to help put the odds of winning in daily fantasy gaming today in your favor. So listen up. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Let's get right back to this thing, but before I get to today's picks, I want to address a question that many of you have been asking lately, and that's with regard to picking up free agents in your year-long Roto Leagues. Now, everyone seems to be looking to find a diamond in the rough that's not on the radar of others. Hey, who doesn't want that? But there's always one or two guys who fall through the cracks for one reason or another. And to me, this year it's Colorado's Corey Dickerson. He's clearly not universally owned and someone that's likely to be a free agent in many mixed leagues. Now, Corey's somebody that I've rostered since day one and a player that you've seen me use here frequently in daily games against right-handed pitching. If it weren't for Charlie Blackmon getting off to an all-star start, you'd have probably seen a lot more of this kid already, and he may be more of a household fantasy name. But lucky for you, that's not the case. Now, with Nolan Arenado out, you'll notice that the Rockies have been playing Michael Cuddyer at third, a move that allows them to get Dickerson every day at bats. The 25-year-old is batting .341 with 7 home runs in just 85 at-bats on the season, and at this point, he's just too productive not to run out there on a daily basis. Center field is his natural position, and he can run a bit. He's swiped 2 bags so far in limited playing time this year. I would guess he's the type of player that could steal 15 or 20 bags as a full-time player, but power and batting average will be his main attraction. It remains to be seen how well he'll fare against lefties, as the majority of his at-bats have come against righties so far, but he's going to get his chance here, and I think you'll be well served if you roster him if he's still available in your league. All right, I'm going to want to stack some right-handed Tampa Bay Ray batters in my lineup against Marlins left-handed starter Randy Wolf tonight in the Battle of Florida. Why? Well, it's Randy Wolf. Hey, Wolf didn't pitch at all in the majors last season. He wouldn't be pitching now for the Marlins if Jose Fernandez was still in the rotation, or if the Marlins felt that their younger kids could get the job done as replacements. And he was shelled in his first start last week against the Brewers, giving up 9 hits and 6 runs in 5 innings pitched. I think he gets pummeled again tonight. You know, we haven't used Curtis Granderson at all this season, mostly because I can't find a format that rewards you for having your batters strike out 3 or 4 times every game. But Curtis loves to hit against Philly starter Roberto Hernandez. In 43 career at-bats, he's hitting .419 against him. In fact, Granderson hits him so well that may be one of the reasons Roberto was going under the alias of Fausto Carmona. He thought Granderson wouldn't know who he was. Didn't work. 10 extra base hits, 3 home runs, and only 8 strikeouts, which is phenomenal for Grandy. And so if there was ever a time to use him in daily fantasy, this is it. You want to hear a stat that might knock your Aunt Connie's socks off? Left-handed slugger Adam Dunn is hitting .615 against Clayton Kershaw. He's 8 for 30 with 4 home runs, only striking out 3 times. Now, we haven't really seen the dominant Kershaw that we expected to see this season, but he's had a few starts now since his return to the rotation. And Dunn, Gordon Beckham, and Alexi Ramirez are the only White Sox who have ever faced him. So as long as he doesn't let Dunn get him again, I feel pretty good about getting a classic Clayton Kershaw start this evening. We are looking at scattered thunderstorms in Cleveland for the Red Sox-Indians game, and the same thing for the I-70 showdown as the Royals take on the Cardinals in St. Louis. So try to make sure as you can that those games are being played in their entirety if you're going to be using any of those guys. Good luck in your daily fantasy gaming today, everyone. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to hit me up on Twitter. My handle is @MikeCardano. I will see you right back here tomorrow on the Fantasy Sports Network.